All right, hey guys, welcome back to another solo Sunday. Today, I'm going to move this up a little bit. Today we're going to be doing our first playthrough of Spirit Island. So what I want to do is just do playthrough with every spirit, kind of just baseline, no adversary, no scenario, just run through that spirit, see how they work. That way it forces me to play through them all. And also that way there's a reference for you guys if you ever want to do it. So the only thing we'll change every time we'll randomize it'll be a different board. And obviously like the fear cards and the events and stuff like that. So we're playing with everything up to Jagged Earth. I don't have Nature Incarnate as of recording this. And I also want to, because the Nature Incarnate, and I think probably just going forward, there won't be a lot of low complexity spirits. I'm going to start with the lower ones and then just work our way up to the more complicated ones. So we're actually going to be doing the low complexity spirits and the spirits from Horizon Spirit Island first. And so we're going to be doing Eyes Watch from the trees. I have the board set up. So we've got everything with the icons. In the 2 spot, you always get the disease token, which prevents a build. You get a beast token in the lowest non-icon spot, which is the only one on this board. We've got our 2 Dahan here, so on and so forth. So, and then our setup involves putting two of our presents into the highest numbered jungle, which is here. So I'm going to stack them instead of stacking them on top of each other. We're going to just stack them. We're going to put them both there so you can see that's a sacred site. I can even read the description here. It says, even after centuries, the Dahan find many things about Eyes Watch from the trees somewhat enigmatic. It is the spirit of the trees themselves, or the spirit which inhabits trees as its home. It's one spirit or many spirits or a sort of collective spirit. Despite these uncertainties, most Dahan trust the spirit. It warns of danger, helps those lost or injured in the forest, and only works mischief on aggressors and the arrogant. Back in the days of the first reckoning, its faint whispers were a source of dread, but its current generations, it has current generations. They're a familiar and expected part of the island. So we've got our setup cards here. It kind of does a lot of fear and defensive. So we're going to flip this over. We'll go ahead and add our presents to our board here. Our special rule is called Dahan Trust the Watchers, and basically if we defend a land, we can gather up 1 Dahan to that land. So power, so either my innate power will get when it gives me defend or a card. Our innate power is called Mischief and Sabotage. If we have 1 moon and 2 plants, we will add a fear and defend 2. It's a fast power and it operates within 1 range of a sacred site. If you have 2 moons and 3 leaves or 3 plants, instead you do 1 fear and 4 defend. If you have 2 moons, 2 air, and 4 plants, do 3 fear and 6 defend. And you have 3, 3, and 5, you do 5 fear and 12 defend. We have to do our first explore, which are going to be the mountains. So they'll come here and they'll come here. And all right, so let's just get started here. So we've got our hand here. These are our starting cards. We've got, and I'll use this to denote which one of the growth options, but our first growth options, reclaim our cards, gain a power card, 1 energy. We can, the next one's add 2 presents, or add a presence 2 spaces away and a presence 0 spaces. And then last, we gain a power card, add a presence 3 spaces away and gain an energy. So we know they're going to build here, which will get stopped by the disease. They're going to build here, so let's see if we can do anything, what we want to do. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to add presence. We're going to add presence here, and we're going to do this growth option, which is add the presence. We're going to add presence here, which would be up to 2 spaces away, and then 0 spaces from that point. So then we'll do our, we'll gain our energy. So we're going to gain 1 energy, and we're going to get to play 2 cards. So I think what we're going to do to begin with is we're going to do Mysterious Abductions. Oh, I don't have my green screen on. That's a problem. There we go. Mysterious Abductions. It's 0 range, and it causes 1 damage and 1 fear. So we're going to play that. It's going to cost us 1. And then we're going to do Whispered Guidance Through the Night. target a jungle, gather up to 3 Dahan. If invaders are present, add 1. What is that what we want to do? Yeah, we're going to do this. And then, so I'm going to play my fast cards up here and my slow cards down there. And then, let's put our hand right there. Yeah, let's do that for our hand so you guys can see those cards. And then, with that, it looks like we have 2. We qualify for this ability here, which is also a fast ability. So, let's go through our fast abilities first. So we're going to do this one, which will create a fear. I'll just target this land here, and it'll have defend 2. Actually, we're going to target here. It's going to create a fear and have defend 2, and because one of our powers adds defend to a land, we can gather up to 1 Dahan to that land. So we're going to gather that Dahan and move him there. We're going to do mysterious abduction, so I'm going to just tap it. We're going to pay that. It's going to do 1 damage here, which will kill this guy, and we'll do 1 fear. And then we're going to end that. We're going to do the there's a blighted island effect. We would do that, but there isn't. We're going to then do the event, but in the first round you don't do the event, you just discard the top event card. We would have fear cards, but there are no fear cards. And so then we're going to ravage. There's no ravage card. We're going to build. They can't build here because there's nobody here now, and they would build here, but we have a disease, so we're going to remove that and stop that build. That'll move on. Then we're going to do explore. They're going to explore in the sands. So here, and they're going to go here. And then we're going to do our slow cards. So we have to target a jungle, gather up to 3 Dahan. If invaders are present, do 1 fear, and Dahan are present, do 1 fear. So I was going to target this land and gather a Dahan there. Okay. And then I think that's it. Time passes. So these are going to be discarded. Set those here for the discard. This is our hand. They're going to ravage, so we have to kind of consider that. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do this ability, which is gain a power card, move, add a presence up to 3 spaces away, and gain an energy. We're going to do it with this one. So we are going to place this. So let's gain our power card first. We're going to get a minor power. So we have 4 options here. Now we want leaf, we want the plant symbols, the moon symbols, and the air symbols. So this one may be good, but it doesn't have symbols you like. This one is interesting. This also is interesting because this could come and play really well for us. So it's between these two. So I'm not gonna consider one of those, but we've got these 2 options here. So we either got Poisoned Dew. It's a slow power, 1 range away. Destroy an invader, an explorer. But if the target lands a jungle or wetland, it destroys all those explorers. Or you have from one from a sacred site that doesn't have blight, do 2 damage and push an explorer. I like the 2 damage part because, you know, it destroys something. But I think I might go with Poison Dew because we'll be able to kind of maybe set ourselves up for getting rid of some stuff a little easier, because we know it's gonna have to be. Yeah, I think yeah, we'll do that. Okay, is that what we want? Yeah, actually, oh man, I don't know. I like the 2 damage. We're gonna go with this one. I'm actually swapping it out. So we're gonna do rouse the trees. So then we need to add our presence to the board. So we're gonna add this presence, and we have up to 3 spaces away. I think I want it here, so it can go 1, 2 from there. And then we're going to gain an energy, and then with our ability, or with our gain energy after our growth, we're going to gain 2 energy for that. So then we're going to play 2 cards. We're going to play Boon of the Watchful Guardians. And one spirit's in one of the spirits' lands defend for. Oh, hold on. Okay, let me mulligan here. I'm going to put that there, which still is with my thing. So I'm going to move that there. So in one of the spirit's lands, we're going to defend 4. Spirit may pay 1 energy to defend 8. The power defends a single land, letting you do this special rule, Dahan, trust the workers. So we're going to do that. Watchers, sorry. We're going to do that. And then, do we want to do 2 damage somewhere? Yeah. We're going to do Rouse the Trees and Stone. So we're going to do that. I don't have enough to do my ability, so we're going to do that. But then here we're going to defend. And when we defend, we can gather some Dahan. We can gather a Dahan. So we're going to gather... is that what I want to do? Yes, we're going to gather here and do that. And then... So that's been resolved. We're going to do the event. So we have the event card here. The event card is going to be the top part because we're still in Terra level 1. For the rest of the turn, after an action destroys 1 or more cities or towns, add 1 town to an adjacent land. If there are no adjacent lands, e.g. due to isolation, don't add anything. So we're going to destroy 1. We'll add a town to an adjacent land, and then we're going to do virulence among close packed homes. On each board, add 1 disease to an inland with the most towns or cities, which will be here. These are stuck together because that's the only one that actually applies, because this is coastal. And then offering a story and season, each spirit with at least 3 Dahan amongst its lands gains 1 energy and may reclaim a card. And if you look at the board, here I have at least 3, so I get an energy and I can reclaim a card, which we're going to reclaim Mysterious Abductions. Put that back in my hand. Actually, let's just put these face down. That way we know that they're not in use. Okay, so that is done. We're going to do the Blighted Island. There isn't anything there. Or we would have done the Blighted Island effect. Then the event. Then the fear cards, but they're no fear cards. Then they're going to Ravage. So Ravage happens. We defend 4 here. They're going to do 4 damage, so we block it all. And then the Dahan are going to fight back for 2. So they're going to do 1 damage there and 1 damage there, leaving 2 health left on that city. That's done. We're going to do build. They're going to build here and here. So they're going to build some towns. And then we're going to do the explore, which is they're exploring the jungle. So they're going to explore here and explore here. And then we're going to do our slow power, which is 2 damage and push. We can push. Oh, I didn't pay attention to what I was doing. It's got to be from a sacred site. So I guess we're going to do 2 damage here. Or I was not paying attention. I was trying to destroy that, but I wasn't paying attention. It has to be from a sacred site. So I kind of goofed there. But that's okay. We can destroy... We can pick... Actually, let's do this one. We're going to destroy this one, which is going to cause a fear, because it's going to do 2 damage. And then we can push one of these guys. We're going to push him to here. Or I can just... yeah, push one. We'll push here. Okay. Okay, so these are gone. Time passes. Back around again. I think I'm good on reclaiming, so I think what we're going to want to do... this will heal back. And the defend is gone. We're going to... I think we're going to do our ability here again. So we're going to gain a power card. Let's look at the 4 power cards here. If they're at a Han, add 1. If they're at a Han, remove a blight. Target spirit gains a minor's power. Oh, I like that because it has leaf and moon. And we just get a power card for free. If you're present, is present, 1 fear and 1 damage. Ooh, it's got a moon. This one has to be from a sacred site. Choose a type of token from those tokens that exist in an adjacent land. Oh, hold on. I got to do that. I destroyed one, so if, we have to add one to an adjacent place. So we're going to add one here. Okay. Choose a type of token from those tokens that exist in an adjacent land. Choosing thing to cost energy, add one. Okay, I don't think I like that one. Ooh, I kind of like Gift of Power, so we're going to get this, I think. It's a slow power. Target spirit gains a minor power, but it's got a lot of icons we like, so we're going to do that. We're going to add a presence. I'm going to add this presence to... They're going to ravage here. We have to kind of figure out a way around that. And they're going to build here and here. So let's do this, giving us a sacred site, just because that way we have that option. And then we're going to gain 3. We're going to gain 3 energy. Let's go ahead and play this. Play this. So we're going to play Mysterious Abduction. Oh. Hold on. I'm going to come here. And I'm going to actually put my thing there. So we're going to do Mysterious Abduction because I have range 0. We have a moon. We have 2 moons. We have 2 plants. So we're going to get this ability. This is going to work out. So we're going to get that ability here. Oh, but it's not going to... Oh, dear. Okay, I'm mulliganing again. We're going to leave it here. We're going to leave that there, okay? Okay. This game obviously has a lot of options. So we're going to say leave that there. So I'm going to leave my sacred site there. So we're going to do Mysterious Abduction. We're going to pick this land here and do 1 damage. They're going to gain a fear. We're going to do the 1 damage. We'll kill that explorer. We've generated a fear card. Whoops. Then we are going to do that. We have our ability here, which is going to gain a fear and defend 2. So we're going to defend 2 here. And then in doing so, because this is our sacred site, we're targeting this land, we're going to gather a Dahan. So we're going to do that. We are going to end that phase and go on to the invader phase. No blight, so then we're going to do event card. It's a healthy island. So on each board, add 1 wilds token to a land without invaders. Build in a land with the most towns or cities. So add 1 to a land without invaders. And this prevents exploring. So we can choose here, here, here. Anything is really an option. So let's just go here. And then we're going to add a town or city with the most, which is going to be this one or this one. So I'm going to add a city here. Basically, we're building, so we're going to build there. And then explore plunder on each board. Destroy 2 explorers amongst lands with beasts, which we don't have any. And then lay ambushes during ravage. Dahan deal damage at the same time as invaders. So we're only going to care about that in the context of this. And we have defend 2 there anyway. So they're gonna, it won't really matter a whole lot. We're gonna do our fear card here. So we're in stage 1 terror still. So on each land, remove 1 invader or explorer from a land with a matching the ravage card. So it's actually gonna remove him, which makes it even easier to deal with that spot. Then now we're gonna do the ravage, defend 2, so not gonna do damage. The Dahan will fight back, killing that, creating a fear. That's done with. They're going to build in the jungle. They're not going to build here because there are no explorers, but they'll build here. And then we're going to explore in the wetlands. So that's going to make somebody go here and someone go there. And then we're going to do our slow power. Target spirit gains a minor power, which will be us. Okay, so we've got, this is Devouring Ants, will be, make a fear, do 1 damage, destroy a Dahan. If the target land is a jungle or, what is S? I mean, it's like sand. I don't know the exact name. Sandy Place. I don't think that's right. Sands. It's just Sands. Okay. So if it's Sands or Jungle, do an extra damage. We've got Dry Woods explode in smoldering splinters. You can pay an energy to make a make this a fast power 2. Oh, so it's 2 fear and 1 damage, but you can't target a wetland, which it's like trees. That's interesting. From a sacred site, if it's a jungle, if target land is a jungle or a wetland, you do 1 fear and 1 damage. That's sort of interesting. And then finally we have Sucking Ooze. 2 target land has to be a sands or a wetland if their evaders are present. 2 fear, and then isolate target land. Now isolate, I haven't done anything with isolate very much. So isolate means represents a land hard to travel from and through. Prevents explorer actions. Prevents invader pieces from using adjacents to let them. Unless you let... Okay. So if we isolate this land, for instance, they won't be able to build there. And then if like this place, this will be fine. But if there wasn't anybody here for them to come to, they can't use that place to invade from. Okay. So that's interesting. That may... Oh, it prevents... It doesn't prevent building. It just prevents exploring. Okay. I like the 2 fear part. But I think... I kind of like this a little bit better. Because it's 2 fear and a damage. Just we can't use it in a wetland. Okay. So those are done. On to our next turn. So time passes. So we've got 2 cards here. We can force this to be a fast power doing 2 damage, or doing a damage and 2 fear. The place that we really care about is here, and it's already blighted. So since it's already blighted, if they blight it, it's going to cascade. Now I think we can generate our innate ability, and if we can generate our innate ability, then we're going to be good to block that, because we'll just defend there. Oh, but I need a bit of presence out there for this ability to work. But we can do the 1 damage to take out that explorer. Yeah, and I have the wherewithal for it. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna gain a power card. Look at our minor powers. Portents of Disaster. Target a land with invaders. 2 fear. The next time an invader is destroyed in target land this turn, gain a fear. Okay, that's interesting. Score the land. Destroy 3 towns and all invaders add our explorers add a blight. Push a town or an explorer per Dahan, or push a Dahan. And then target spirit gains energy. If target spirit has at least 2 sacred sites, target spirit gains an energy. If you target another spirit, they gain an energy. So we basically just get ourselves 2 energy for free. I kind of like Portents of Disaster. So it's 1 space from a sacred site, 2 fear. The next time an invader is destroyed at target land, destroyed in target land this turn, do 1 fear. I like that card. So okay, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna put it here. We're going to play, and then we're gonna get our that was our presence. We're gonna gain an energy and then gain 2 more energy. And we're gonna do this for sure for 1, and then we're gonna do this. I need to do this. So we're gonna do eerie noises and moving trees. So this will give us 1, 2, 3 plants, and we have 1 moon, so we're only gonna get this. Okay. So we're gonna do the 1 fear and defend 2. We're gonna defend 2 here. Then, and I'm not gonna bother moving any Dahan. It's fine. Now let me take this off the board. So that ability's done. Then we're going to do this ability and pay 1 to make it a fast power, which is how we're going to do it. We're going to target this land here because we have our presence in 0. It's going to do 2 fear, so we're going to do 2. Bring this down and do 1 damage to killing that explorer. That one's done. Then we're going to move on to the event. Numerous crisis. Spiritual energy of the island awakens as life continues to grow ever more tattered. You may draw strength from it while you can. Remove a blight from per player from the blight card. Then, if the blight card has not been flipped, keep removing blight until it flips, gaining 3 energy per blight removed, divided as evenly as possible among all players. So we would remove all the blight, gaining 9 energy, or pour your strength into the island. Each spirit pays 3 energy, forgets 2 power cards, or returns 1 presence to their tracks. Adds 1 blight to the blight. Add 1 blight per spirit to the blight card from the box. So, power cards. Can I get rid of? There are 2 power cards that I would get rid of. I think we get rid of Gift of Power, and I kind of like this one. We'll get rid of Gift of Power and Whispers Guidance Through the Night. We're going to get rid of those, and then in doing so, we're going to put a extra blight on the light. So we're good on blight for a long time. So then plagues bring fear and death. 1 fear per board with a disease. On each board, 2 damage to Dahan and a land with disease. So we're going to do a fear because there's 1 disease, but there are no Dahan here, so we're good there. And then careful defense. When invaders ravage in a land with Dahan, defend 2. They're going to ravage here. They're already defending 2, so it's going to be defend 4. So that's actually kind of free. We're going to do our fear card here. So each player removes an explorer from a coastal land. That'll remove that one. It's coastal. All right, ravage time. We block all that. Dahan fight back. Take him out. We're going to add a fear. We're going to do build. They're going to build some cities here. Well, we're going to use this to block a build. So there's that. And then they're going to explore in the mountains. There is this adjacency here. But we can remove this to block the explorer. So that actually isn't going to explore. So we kind of, pretty good setup there. Okay. So that gets moved, that gets moved, that gets moved. Now we have our slow power, 2 fear. So there's 2 there. And then we're going to add another one, adding a fear card, changing the terror level to 2. Now we just have to wipe out all of the towns and cities and we'll win the game. So we're going to do that. And then we can push up to 2 explorers or towns. They're going to ravage here. So I'm going to choose this and push them here. And then that way we just kind of deal with 1 land. Okay. So we're going to do this. We're going to reclaim our cards. We're going to gain an energy card. I'm going to gain 1 more minor, and then we'll start looking at major powers. Interesting. Okay, so we have Guardian Serpents. Add a beast to 1 of the target spirit's lands. If the target spirit has a sacred site in that land, defend 4 there. We're not going to be able to need to do that. 1 fear per invader present. Push up to and 1 invader or 1 town per blight. Target spirit. If you target a spirit other than yourself, you gain 1 energy. Target spirit may immediately play another power card by paying its cost. If it's a slow power, it doesn't resolve till later. And then finally, this is probably what we're going to go with. Dark Entangled Woods, 2 fear. If target land is a mountain or a jungle, defend 3. This is what we're going to go with. So I like that. Okay, we're going to gain our power card. We're going to gain an energy, and then we're going to gain 2 energy. We can still only play 2 cards, but we have to be careful, and we have to worry about trying to them ravaging there. So let's see what we have. We may end up just kind of having to deal with that, but we can push a ton of fear. We can defend. We'll be able to defend 2 there. So this land is going to do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. So we can get rid of 1 of them, but it's range 0, so I'm not going to be able to. This isn't going to work because we need a land there, so that's not going to work. So I think what we're probably going to do are these 2. which will be dark and tangled woods and portents of disaster. This is going to give us 2 moons, 2 plants. So it's going to just give us this. Okay, so we're going to do, we're going to target this land. It doesn't really matter. We're going to target that land. It gets defend 3. And we get 2 fear. Then, so we've done that. We're going to target from a sacred site. We're going to target here. Oh no, we'll just target here, I guess. We'll target here. 2 more fear, so there's 2. We're going to get another fear card. And then it says the next time an invader is destroyed in that land this turn, do a fear. And then I guess we'll choose here to defend 2. It really doesn't matter. But we're going to defend 2 there, create another fear. Yeah, I think that's all we're going to do. I'm not going to gather any Dahan because they're going to die anyway. So we're going to do that. And then, so that ability is resolved. Let's do the event. Coastal towns multiply. On each board, add 1 town in a coastal land adjacent to a coastal town. So on each board, add 1. Yeah, so we're going to add it to here. Then it says on each board, destroy 2 explorers amongst lands with beasts. We're going to destroy that one. And then coming of age, each land on each board add 1 Dahan to a land with Dahan and or no disease or blight. Let's add that Dahan to here. No, it has a blight. We can't do that. We'll add it here. Because then maybe we can use that on our on the next turn to do some stuff. Okay, so first card here is Dahan Threat. We are on 2nd terror level. So each player adds 1. Oh, if I only knew, 1 strife to a land with Dahan. For the rest of the turn, invaders have -1 health per strife to a minimum of 1. So we're going to add a strife here to this, so it'll block the next attack. So we're going to put that underneath there. And then the next one is going to be each player removes 1 explorer or town from an inland land. So we'll just get rid of this one because it's the only option we have anyway, and then that just makes that easy to deal with. So those are dealt with there. They're going to ravage. We have defend 3, but it's not enough, so they're going to add a blight to that land. So we've added that blight there. They're going to build. They're going to build in here, but there's nothing built here, so they're going to build here. They're going to build a town. And then we're going to... Oh, they're going to do the coastal lands. So boom, boom, and boom. Okay. It's a lot of shenanigans going on there. Alright. Now, what do we want to do? I think what we're going to do is we're going to do this ability here. So let's gain our power card. We're going to gain a major power here. See if we can do some damage. Ooh. So we've got Vigor of the Breaking Dawn. Range of 2 of a land with Dahan. 2 damage per Dahan. So we could actually take out one of those towns. And then maybe do some defend there. And then come back and knock out some of the rest of the stuff. So that's a good option. We've got Focus the Land's Anguish. It's a slow power. If the power destroys any town or city, 5 fear. Gather up to 5 blight. And then 1 damage per blight. Don't know about that one. Blazing Renewal. In a single land within 2 range of your presence, target spirit adds 2 of their destroyed presence. If any presence was added, 2 damage to each city and town. And then sea monsters, add 1 beast. Invaders are present, 2 fear per beast, 3 damage per beast, 1 damage per blight. Coastal or wetlands. I mean, that could come in handy there, but I think I'm going to go with this Vigor of Breaking Dawn. So there's a better look at it. Also, if you have 3 of the sun symbols and 2 of the... I don't remember what that symbol's called. Scratchy symbols. We've got 2 of those, then we'll get that secondary ability. So, okay. But we likely won't, so we're really going for the main effect. For us to get this, we have to forget a power. So, we're going to forget... What are we going to forget? We're going to forget Importance of Disaster, so that's gone from the game. Okay. And then we're going to add a presence, and we're going to gain an energy. So we're going to add this presence here, and I'm going to add it to... I think I'm going to add it here. So we've added that presence, then we're going to gain an energy, plus our 2 energy here for 3. And we get to play 3 cards now. So we're definitely playing that for 3. We are going to do... We need to, like, deal with this ravaging here. So we're going to play that. And I need to play something with the moon just so that I can get some more defense stuff. So we're going to play that. Okay. So first off, we're going to do this. We're going to choose this land because it's target 2. It's got Dahan. 2 damage per... Ooh, wait a minute. We could just take this whole place out, though. We could defend a bunch here, have the Dahan take something out. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So what we're going to do is actually choose this land. There's 2 Dahan. We're going to take out both of these. I don't know if this is actually strategically smart, but we're going to go for it. We're going to do that. It's going to create a fear. That's been resolved. We're going to choose this target land to defend for 4. So it'll block. We're going to defend 4 there. Actually, this is what we're going to do. We're going to actually pay the 1 and defend 8. We're going to defend 8 here. And then because I defended that land, we're going to, for Dahan, trust the Watchers, we're going to gather up to 1 Dahan. So we're going to gather that Dahan here. And then we're going to choose this land to do a damage. Actually, we're going to choose this land to do a damage because they're going to do 2, 4, 5, 6. So that should be enough. We're going to choose that land to do a damage and add a fear, which is going to move that card down. And then we do have this ability here. So we're going to add a fear and defend 2 here. So this place has defend 2, it has defend 10. So I probably went 2 overboard with it. I probably didn't have to spend the 1, but it's already too late. So we're going to defend 10, but that's okay because I defended it. We're going to gather another Dahan for that ability. So we've gathered 2 Dahan there. Great. Those are all resolved. We're going to do the event. So we're still on a healthy island. On each board, add 1 blight to a land with a city or town. Ooh. So I'm going to do it here, I guess. And because I did that, we lose the presence. I didn't remember if adding the... Yeah, because I don't think my presence was there when I did that. So we did that. And then it says each land with a disease, 1 damage to each invader and 1 damage to each Dahan. There aren't any. And then it says remove a disease from each land where this destroys any town or city. And then it says blessing of bounty and health. Each spirit may add 1 Dahan to its lands with Dahan. Oh, holy cow. We are going to add it here. We're about to get a huge retaliation here. Dahan retaliation here. So we're going to add that there. Let's do the fear card. The fear card is going to be, again, level 2. Each player chooses a different land with Dahan. 1 damage per Dahan there. Holy moly. We're going to do 4 damage here, which is just going to take out these 2. Those are gone. This is overkill, but it's going to take out those 2. Now we're going to ravage. This is like defend 10 or something. So the strife's going to not make them do damage, but we have plenty of defend. We're going to do 8 damage back because of the Dahan, so it's going to take out all of this. It's going to generate 2 fear. So now we just need no towns or no cities in order to win. Coastal lands are going to build. This is the only one that's going to build because everything else is gone. And then we're going to do this, and they're going to invade. And they'll invade from here. And I don't remember if only the coastal lands will invade from the ocean. So they don't have anything to invade from. There's no direct anything from them to invade from, so they cannot invade. Or explore. I'm sorry, explore. They can't explore here. Okay, so looks like that is the turn. Okay, so all we need to do is just get rid of that and we win the game. Can we do it? They'll ravage in the coastal land, which will end up maybe causing some problems for us. So I think what we're going to want to do, I can do 2 damage with this and force it to be a fast power, but it can't be in a wetland, so that's not going to work. So maybe what we do is just, we do this ability. We're going to reclaim all our cards. We'll gain a power card. It really doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do domestic animals go berserk. Target range is 0. At land with a city or town. 1 fear, defend 5, and you have 3 moons. Add a beast token. Okay, we're gonna gain our energy, and then we're gonna gain 2 energy from here. So this is what we're gonna do. We are going to play domesticated animals because we're gonna get the defend going. We can move our guy over. We are going to do boon of watchful guard, and then we're finally going to do vigor of breaking dawn. And then with this combination of stuff, we have two plants and a moon, so we're going to get that ability. Oh, but I don't have any sacred sites near. That's okay. I think we have plenty. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to activate this. We're going to generate a fear and defend. It doesn't even matter. I guess we'll defend 2 here. It's okay. And then we're going to target this land because it's got a city or town. We're going to generate a fear and defend 5. And then because we defended, we're going to gather a Dahan. We're going to activate this ability, defend 4 here, so now we're defend 9. We're going to gather a Dahan. And then finally, we're going to do this, which is going to spend 3, do 2 damage per Dahan. So that's going to do 4 damage, which will destroy this and this, generating another fear card. But more importantly, we've wiped the board with towns, so we've won the game. So that's it. We won. So we managed to really manipulate the Dahan here to do a lot of our stuff. But yeah, that's it. So like I said, we're going to do this for every single spirit. I'm going to do all the lows. I'm going to go in order of complexity. So that gives me time to get Nature Incarnate and then kind of get familiar with some of that stuff. But as of right now, I have everything but Nature Incarnate. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll probably do one of the base spirits from the base game instead of Horizons, but that was Eyes Watch from the Trees. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.